Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I am from the Black Business School and Your Black World. And I hope you guys are having a good day. And I wanted to, first of all, start the day by saying congratulations on being born black. That means that you are beautiful, and hopefully some of y'all are intelligent enough to appreciate open mindedness and freedom of speech and all these other things that we cherish and value. I think it's very important that black people have freedom of speech. I think it's very important for black people to be radical right now and in the future because in order to make changes that will reverse 400 years of some of the craziest mistreatment known to man, we've got to be radical to do that. If you are complacent, if you're just going along to get along, you're not going to win. You're going to lose. You're going to keep getting exploited. So let's start the day like that with some black power up in his mug. So type hashtag B1 in the chat. Hashtag B1 means that we're black first. Black first means you're black before you're anything else. You're black before you're gay or straight. You're black before you're rich or poor. You're black before you're educated or uneducated. You're black before you're LGBT or not. You're black before you're old or young. You're black before you're Democrat or Republican. You're black before you're feminist or not. You're black before anything else. So remember that blackness must rise above everything else. All the horizontal issues, religion, and all these other things that divide us. We can't do that. We can't live on that plantation no more. We had to get off of that. So put a hashtag B1 in the chat to let you know that you agree with this agenda, and then we can move forward. So let me go in and just talk real quick. I want to give a shout out to some black men that I'm glad to see these brothers are really doing what they what I've always hoped that a lot of our black entertainers would do, and maybe it was a maturity process. But I saw where Ice Cube, one of my favorite rappers, I have two. Y'all might not know this, but I have two favorite rappers, Ice Cube and T.I. I know that makes me sound like an old man, but those are actually two rappers that I actually put in the same league as the great Tupac Shakur. I know that's sacrilegious for some of the hip hop heads out there, but you can't not tell me that those two guys did not have great lyrical ability, but also they actually have some political skill, political interest and savvy that I think can be beneficial to the community, and they're using their power in a productive way. So Ice Cube just lent his name to basically something that Diddy mentioned, and we've been talking about this for years. You guys know this, right? But I'm not a rapper, so why would you listen to a professor when you can listen to rappers, right? But anyway, one of the things we've always said is that black people need to hold their vote hostage. Black people need to let folks know that you are serious. And I've made this argument on many occasions. I've been making it since before Obama got elected. I've said to you that if you study negotiation theory, if you study the art of negotiation, one of the things that they tell you that you must have in order for your negotiation to be effective is you must have a credible threat. A credible threat means that people got to know that if you pull out the gun, you ain't scared to use it. If you pull out a gun and you a bitch and you scared to use your gun, then they're gonna walk in your face and be like, you ain't shooting nobody, right? You ever see a movie like that where they like, you too scared to shoot, and the person starts shaking their hand. That's what black folks do. We pull out the gun. We like, if you don't treat black people right, I'm gonna shoot. And then Joe Biden walks up and is like, you ain't gonna shoot shit. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? If I don't love you, nobody will, bitch. Right? And then black people are like, and then you start crying and you put the gun down and you give him a hug. Okay, I'm sorry, Master. I apologize. I'm so sorry. That's what we do. We don't have a credible threat. And go look it up. Go Google that term. That's a term that's used in political science theory. That's a term that's used in negotiation. If you pull out your gun, you can't be scared to use it. And black folks have every reason to tell the Democratic Party, look, yeah, you're right. Wow, damn. Donald Trump being in office is a terrible thing, isn't it? And they're like, yeah, it's terrible. We got to get Trump out of office. And I'm like, yeah, that's terrible. Well, shoot, y'all better do something good for black folks so black people will help you get him out of office, because I would hate for you to have to endure another 4 years of Donald Trump's presidency. That's what do you mean? You're going to come vote for us because we got to get Trump out of office? I'm like, no. I'm actually not really, I'm not scared of another 4 years of Trump. I'm ready to walk away from the negotiating table. I care more. My love for black people exceeds my fear of Donald Trump. In fact, I have no fear of Donald Trump. In fact, my love for black people exceeds my hatred of another 4 years of a Donald Trump presidency. I love black people too much to allow the distraction of an idiot in the White House to cause me to deviate from my core objective. Period. Period. It doesn't mean I don't agree with you. I agree with you. Trump's not the best president. He's not very presidential now, is he? But my thought is, well, if you didn't want him in office, then you would try harder to get the black vote out, right? Or when they say, well, black men are the reason that Donald Trump got elected. I'm like, no, actually, white men and white women are the reason Donald Trump got elected. The Democratic Party is the reason Donald Trump got elected. You're the people that wanted him in office, because if you didn't want him in office, you would have done more for black folks in the beginning to get more black people inspired to go vote. Period. Right? So what I'm telling you guys is that first of all, change is, they said change is gonna come. I like that song. I love it. It's a beautiful song, but that's not really me. I'm not the guy who says change is gonna come. I'm the guy that says we're gonna go make change happen. Right? I'm not waiting on white folks to deliver change to my front porch. I'm not waiting on, the Lord Jesus Christ to come and deliver us. I'm not waiting on, luck and Mother Nature and the mere passage of time to sail us to the land of freedom. I'm the person who says, let's put a motor on the back of the boat so that we don't have to sail anywhere. We can decide where we want to go, right? Change isn't gonna come unless you bring it to the table. Right? I don't sit at the dinner table and say, well, dinner gonna come. If ain't nobody in the house cooking for me, then I'm gonna starve to death sitting at that damn table waiting on dinner to come to the table, right? Waiting on change to happen. No, I need to get my ass up, go to the stove, cook me some food, and then I get to eat. So black folks, if you want to eat, then you got to go cook up the change that you want to see. Be the change that you want to deliver to the world. Be what you want the world to become. If you can't do that, then change ain't never coming, because white folks ain't never going to stop being white. They ain't never going to stop being politically sharp and savvy. They're never going to stop being ruthless. And you can't get mad at them for that. Seriously, you can't get mad at people for protecting the power that they need in order to survive, right? You can get mad at yourself for not challenging that by saying, this is what we demand, and we don't care what the consequences are. So I love the fact, I just wanted to do this short video to express my public support for Ice Cube, Diddy, Charlamagne. I have a lot of conversations with Charlamagne. I don't know Diddy. I don't know Cube, but I do know Charlamagne, and we talk a lot. And I really like the fact there's two celebrity types. I don't hang out with a lot of celebrities. I'm not interested in that. But there's two celebrity types that really impressed me with their authenticity when it came to the issues of black men, particularly before it was even popular to do so. One was Charlamagne, the God. The other was Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons and I worked on a mass incarceration campaign a few years ago, and I was very impressed with the fact that he followed through. There are so many people who do a lot of talking but don't follow through. So that's just my 2 cents. That's what I've seen. That's what I believe, and all I know how to do is tell you the truth about that. So I'm about to go, guys. Don't forget, go to the Black Financial Channel if you want to follow up on what's happening in the stock market. Later on, I'll do some commentary about that. You had another good day in the market. It's been a really amazing month in the market. And one of the things that's funny is I had somebody get mad. And they said, Boyce, Dr. Boyce, the only reason you want the economy to open back up is so rich people like you can go out and make more money. And I was like, actually, you don't understand. Most investors, most wealthy people, a lot of wealthy people I know actually made more money during the pandemic than they made before the pandemic. Like, if you know how to get access to all that money that the Treasury's giving away, those PPP loans, they're massive, and the terms are ridiculous. Right? If you know how to get customers, online for a business or whatever, you were making a killing. If you were invested in the stock market on any level, you saw your money damn near. Alicia and I bought probably 10 or 15 different stocks that literally doubled in price during the pandemic because the prices went so low. So I told the person, I said, no, actually, people like me, to be honest with you, actually made more money during the pandemic, because rich people in general are profiting from what's happening right now. Not that I want it to I don't want it to happen. I said the reason I want the economy to open back up is because I want people to have their jobs so they can pay their rent. I don't think people should lose their job over something that has a 1 in 5,000 chance of killing you. Because not paying your bills gives you about a 100% chance of eventually getting evicted, or at least an 80% chance that you and your kids gonna be homeless. I don't want to see that. So that's my 2 cents. That's my position on it. So as we sort of navigate all of this, my general recommendation for everybody listening is just when they say stay woke, you got to stay extra woke because they are delivering triple doses of sleeping pills right now to our society. They want you as asleep as possible. They are spinning the fuck out of everything. And I encourage you just to go get facts. In fact, don't even believe what I say. Go research things for yourself and pull together your view of the world. Because I'm going to tell you like this. All these people that are using you, whether it's to get votes or to make money or whatever, at the end of the day, when the shit hits the fan and you can't feed your kids, these people are not going to be there for you. They're not going to be there for you, and I think particularly about the politicians because this is a political year. That's why you have all this chaos going on. And I remember when I told this story quickly on my Instagram. My Instagram's The Real Boyce Watkins. If you want to follow me on the gram, The Real Boyce Watkins. But I was on the University of Kentucky campus where I went to college, and I was going back where my old apartment building used to be. And I was talking about a day I remember where I used to work at Arby's, and I because I didn't have any money. Nobody gave me any money in college, and I was a struggling college student. And I remember getting on my bike and I was riding to work. And at that time, Bill Clinton was running for office, and people were feeding that shit about Bill Clinton being the first black president, which he wasn't. He was another white guy. He's a cool white guy, but he's another white guy. And I remember that the polling station was down the street from my house, and I was like, oh, I want to vote for this guy, because at that time I thought that I was like I had the Joe Biden mindset, that if you black, you a Democrat, and the liberals are gonna do this and do that, right? I believed all of that because that's what I was indoctrinated to believe from my education and from my family background. So I remember getting on my bike and I was about to stop at the polling station to go vote for Clinton. And I remember thinking, damn, I'm late for work. I had like 5 minutes to get to work, and I didn't know how long it was going to take me to vote. And I remember thinking to myself, I kid you not, this is when I was 21 years old. I said, if I lose my job, Bill Clinton is not going to help me pay my rent. If I lose my job, ain't none of these motherfuckers going to show up when the landlord is banging at my door. I said, I'm going to work. He can get elected on his own, right? And so at the end of the day, I would say to you as black people, go to work, handle your business, take care of you first, put you at the top of the priority list. And then if you got time after that, go solve problems for other people. Don't put other people in front of yourself, and definitely don't put other communities in front of your own. Black people must be first. Be one. Hashtag be one. Put that in the chat if you agree. It's very important. So anyway, I'm about to go, guys. Don't forget, we have Black Movie Night on the 25th. We're going to watch The Black Love Blueprint, directed by award-winning director Dorian Chandler out of the Bronx. She's going to be there, and we're supporting black films and black filmmakers because we want to build a black-owned Hollywood, a black-owned movie industry that's controlled and run by us, for us, and we're doing it. We got hundreds of thousands of people watching our movies now, actually probably millions now, and it's really working. So we'd love for you guys to be a part of it. You can register for free, just RSVP at blackmovienight.net, not .com, blackmovienight.net, and you can join us. It's on the 25th at 8 p.m. So take care, guys. Have a good day. I'll see you soon. Peace.